Hi everyone. It's been it's been a super long time since I have done an update, and it's been a super long day, and I figured I had some new development with this disease, or maybe not, we don't really know yet, but I figured I would try to do an update in general on how things are going with me and what's new and everything. So for those of you who are new to this channel, relapsing polychondritis is one of the diseases I've been diagnosed with. It's an autoimmune disorder that attacks the joint, or not joint, the good cartilage in your body. That's kind of the gist of it. You can probably look up more. It's a pretty serious disease and it can be deadly. So, anywho, I was in the hospital a month or two ago for my ear and my jaw on my left side. I had a really bad flare and it just wouldn't go away, and the pain got really bad, so I went in the hospital. And around that same time, I started having a really bad hoarse voice, and I thought I had a cold along with it, because a lot of times when I have a flare in my ears, I also get inflammation and infection everywhere, and I thought it was just some like residual. And over time, it gradually started getting worse and worse and harder for me to talk. And I talked to my rheumatologist 2 days ago about it, and because I had my regular, I go in about every 2 weeks for blood work, because the medications I'm on can mess with your liver, your white blood cell count, your bone marrow, and all that kind of stuff. And they just wanted to follow up real close, since it is like pretty serious. Anyway, I told him that my voice was going, and it's not painful at all. My throat, it doesn't hurt, and I don't have any other symptoms, so I'm not really sick or anything, so I don't know what's going on. So he sent me to an ENT and said that he would like, most likely, for me to have a scope done. So I went to the ENT, and for those of you who have never had a scope done, this was my first time. What they do, they have a little tool, and it has like a tube on it with a light at the end, and they look through the tube, and it goes, I guess there's two ways you can do it, but the way I had it done was it goes through the nose and then down into the throat, and they can look at all sorts of stuff and see if there's anything going on. But they put some numbing spray, which is pretty bitter, up your nose, and you can taste it, and it's kind of gross. But other than that, it wasn't so bad. It was a little uncomfortable, but it wasn't bad. And they did the scope, and while they were in there, they said they found a mass, or like a pretty good sized mass in by my vocal cords. So how they explain it is, this is your vocal cords, and when you talk, they come together and they vibrate, and that makes the sound of your voice when it's doing this, when you're talking. And the mass I have is kind of like right here, so my vocal cords can't shut anymore, and they're not vibrating like they're supposed to, so there's just a mass kind of preventing that from happening, if that makes any sense. So she says she does not believe it's cancer. Obviously there's always that possibility. The area up where the mass is sitting, she says it's really not a good spot for doing like a biopsy or surgical removal to test it for cancer. What she does think it is she thinks she thinks that it is part of it's from the relapsing polychondritis wreaking havoc in there, and I'm not 100% sure what is going to be done. I know I had to increase my steroids, and then they also give me medicine to like squirt up my nose and inhale and all that kind of stuff, and I have to go back to the ENT in 5 weeks. In between now and then, it's just doing the medicine. She's going to consult with my rheumatologist. They're going to discuss this and try to figure out what to do about it. Hopefully in 5 weeks I go back and the mass is smaller, or even better yet, gone. So I don't know what that's all about. I do know, reading about polychondritis, like whatever, I can't think of the word, laryngeal involvement, is one of the leading causes of death in RP. So that's pretty scary, but I'm trying not to think about it too much, because what you're going to do, it might not even, you know, hopefully it just goes away on its own. So that's the newest development. Other than that, I've been having what I call like simmering flares in my ears and my jaws. It's where it's really, really painful. Like, you've seen me do videos, I get hospitalized for it. But what I call like a simmering flare is, it's just pretty painful, but it doesn't get horrible. And it just kind of, it's weird, because it'll start like in my right ear, my jaw, then all of a sudden I'll start getting pain in my left jaw, and my right ear is fine, and then my left ear is starting to hurt. What else is new? I'm trying to think of what to update you guys on. Oh, this was pretty exciting. At my ENT appointment, I hadn't been to the ENT since July, and they weighed me, and back then I wasn't weighing myself because I've gained a ton of weight. You've heard me talk about it, you've heard me whatever. So I wasn't looking at the scale, I was just trying to focus on my health, and more recently I have picked up one to lose weight again, and really trying to lose weight. And what I know of is that I lost 20 pounds in the past few weeks since I started weighing myself and kind of tracking it. Well, I went into the ENT, and she walks in, she goes, "Holy cow, you've lost a ton of weight." And I was like, "Yeah, I lost 20 pounds. I'm really excited." And she goes, "No, you've lost over 40 pounds. And I didn't even know, because I wasn't tracking it or really putting too much effort into it before. So that's pretty good, especially since being on such a high dose of steroids, it just really, you gain a lot of weight. My face has gotten really big. But other than that, that's kind of that part of the health update. The medications I'm on I went through a bunch of different medications. I had bad side effects. One of the times I was hospitalized, and finally we started this new medication, Imuran. I'm not sure how you spell or pronounce it, but Imuran. And I started that, and it's going really well. I don't have any nasty side effects from that medication. Now it's just time to let my body adjust to the medication and see if it actually works to prevent these flares from happening so often. I'm still on a really high dose of prednisone, which is the steroid, and that comes with a whole slew of side effects, but I cannot get off of it. That's probably going to be something I'm going to have to be on for life, on and off, or on. But my side effects of that, like I said, are the weight gain, which luckily I'm working really hard and starting to shed some pounds. But I get hot flashes, I get really moody, and then insomnia. I can't sleep at night. I get tired during the day, but I still can't sleep. And heartburn and things like that. But that kind of, I think that's the health update. That's the general idea of everything that's going on. So next appointment with ENT in 5 weeks. Next appointment with my rheumatologist is in about 3 to 4 weeks. I have to check. And that's about it. Hopefully, knock on wood, I can make it that long between my appointments, because what usually happens if he schedules, my rheumatologist schedules my appointment for a month, I usually have something happen. I have to go back in a couple weeks. Hopefully we can make it a month. But I think that's it. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm sorry. I really do miss you guys, but I can't put videos as a priority right now. I will just try to do them here and there when I can and let you guys know what's going on. I am planning on doing a little trip, like a day trip, with the boys in the next week or two, and I really want to film it, and I'm hoping that I'm healthy enough to go, because I've been having to cancel quite a few things. So anyway guys, that's all. I will talk to you soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.